Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am very excited. At just 52,000 Indian rupees or just under 500 British pounds, here I have with me probably the best value flagship that's going to be around till the end of 2025, the iQOO 13. I had pre-ordered it due to some really lucrative offers, primarily because of the 12 months extended warranty. So yeah, make sure to subscribe as a ton of content is coming on the iQOO 13. You know me, I do not make sponsored content. I purchase this stuff with my own money. It's going to be an entire series of real user reviews on the iQOO 13. So definitely subscribe. Alright, without any further ado, let's unbox this. So first thing that we got here is the 1E TWS earphone from iQOO. This was part of the pre-order bundle. Then we have the iQOO 13 in this pretty cool looking box with the BMW M logo. It's a really big box. Alright, first let's unbox the TWS earphone. It's a pretty basic pair of TWS earphone costing just around 2000 Indian rupees. So you can't expect the entire world for this price. Inside we got some extra ear tips and some paperwork. And here is the TWS case. It's a nice looking black and yellow case with the iQOO branding. Feels like a smooth pebble stone. Type-C charging. And here are the earphones. Pretty much Apple AirPods Pro clones basically. I mean, pretty cool that they have thrown this in the bundle. A freebie never hurts. Alright, finally the main event. Let's unbox the phone. There you go. Oh my, the phone already feels really premium in the hand and I haven't even unwrapped it. Alright, let's keep the phone aside for the moment. Next we got a case. This helps so much when you get a brand new device. Great to see this shipped with a flagship. Next we got the SIM ejector pin in this cool looking card. Some paperwork. And finally we got a 120 watt Type-C charger. You know, I am really thankful to the Android industry for once that they didn't just follow Apple and Samsung's footsteps in not including essential items in the box. I am really sick of this anti-consumer behavior from Samsung. I am glad iQOO has included both the case and this insanely powerful 120 watt charger. Just check out how much Samsung's puny 45 watt charger costs for some context. Alright, sliding out the phone, and I can see that there is already a pre-applied screen protector. That is so nice from iQOO. And damn guys, this feels really premium. It's not too heavy. Compared to my current daily driver, which is my trusted Galaxy S20 FE 5G, the iQOO 13 is a touch taller and a little bit wider. Despite packing more premium materials like glass back, way larger battery and larger camera sensors, it doesn't feel that heavy at all. The back looks really good as well. Just the right amount of minimalistic performance-oriented design. I also noticed that this phone features dual stereo speakers with dedicated top and bottom speaker grills. That's rare to see as most flagships just use the earpiece as the top speaker. Alright, let's boot up the phone and set it up. In India, Vivo and iQOO phones come with FunTouch OS instead of Origin OS. Alright, one more cool thing which I realized while setting up the fingerprint, and that's the fact that the iQOO 13 comes with an ultrasonic in-display fingerprint scanner. So no longer will you have any issues while trying to scan your fingerprint when it's wet. This is actually an underrated upgrade over the iQOO 12. Okay, you gotta be careful about what you accept. I'm just gonna decline all of these. And there we go. We are in the home screen. There aren't too much bloatware, but I'm gonna uninstall whatever I do not need. Alright, I'm not gonna talk much about the software in this video. I'm going to use the device for a while and come up with some first impressions. Okay, so it's been a few hours now I've been using this device, and here are my first impressions. Firstly, it's the build. It's really premium and it feels like a tank. The ambient light ring around the camera module adds some character, and so does the BMW M logo on the back. Next is the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. It is so fast and accurate. It is a huge upgrade over my Galaxy S20 FE 5G, which frankly had a below average optical fingerprint scanner even for its time. Next up are the haptics. Guys, I kid you not, the haptic feedback on the iQOO 13 is insane. It's almost perfect. The vibration is so localized, feels it's happening just under your fingertip. It's seriously impressive. Next up is the display. Not only do I love the very slim symmetric bezels, but I am mighty impressed by the sheer brightness of this display, especially in HDR. My Galaxy S20 5G has a pretty decent Super AMOLED display for its time, but the iQOO 13 leaves it in the dust. Check this out. Both displays are playing back HDR video on YouTube, and both are at their peak brightness or maximum brightness, whatever you want to call it. And I have tried to expose my camera for the iQOO 13's display, and even then the iQOO 13 still looks overexposed on my camera actually. It's so bright. It is so bright. Meanwhile, forget about HDR, it makes my Galaxy S20 5G's display look downright dim in comparison, even though it's at its maximum brightness. I cannot wait to stream HDR videos to this from my RTX 4060 gaming laptop. It's gonna be crazy. Alright, before we talk about cameras, I ran a couple of benchmarks just for a sanity check, and these numbers are crazy, guys. Those who are using Core i7 gaming laptops with RTX 3050 graphics, I want you to run Geekbench 6 and 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme on your laptops to get some context on the insanity of the Snapdragon 8 Elite inside a phone drawing less than 10 watts. Finally, let's talk about the camera. First of all, the camera app has a plethora of options. There is always a setting for everyone's preference. I wanted to show something which I care about, and that's the Pro mode. So in Pro mode, you can get access to all the controls apart from aperture, which is obviously fixed. You get access to all the sensors, and it lets you shoot RAW from all the sensors. This is great to see, as I needed Gcam mod on my Galaxy S20 FE 5G to get RAW images from all the sensors. The stock Samsung camera app didn't allow this. And then I can also switch to video mode. So that's essentially the Pro video mode, and once again I get access to all the 3 sensors with all the controls. That's great. What's even more impressive is the resolution and frame rate options. So in Pro video mode, you can shoot up to 240 FPS at 1080p with sound enabled on the main camera. This is real 240 FPS video with sound, which is not slowed down. You also get access to 24, 25 and 50 FPS options, which helps you get that little extra exposure during low light by lowering the shutter speed down to 1/24th of a second. You get access to 4K up to 60 FPS on the main and ultra-wide camera sensors, and up to 4K 30 FPS on the telephoto. And finally, you get 8K 30 FPS on the main sensor. There are a ton of camera features here, which I will make a dedicated video on later, but for now, here are some samples. So just to give an overall summary, I must say, despite the camera hardware downgrade from the iQOO 12, the iQOO 13 still provides very satisfactory camera performance. This is not just another gaming phone, the camera is legit good. Colors are not funky at all, they skirt the line perfectly between natural and social media ready pleasing colors. There are 3 color styles, and they do perform differently depending on the scene, so don't be afraid to experiment. Remember, there is nothing wrong or right, it's up to you, it's your preference. Just take a look and make your judgment. Portrait mode using the 50mm zoom lens works really well with great edge separation and good detail, and once again eye-pleasing colors. I really only have one complaint till now, and that is sometimes the camera can over-process images, especially if the subject is fully under shadows or is heavily backlit. There can be a bit too much sharpening and contrast during some scenes. Not a deal breaker, but if you are a real camera person, if you use real cameras, you'll catch it pretty quickly. Otherwise, being totally honest with you, the iQOO 13 is performing beyond my expectations when it comes to this camera performance. Low light is pretty crazy too. This phone can practically see in the dark. I am pretty sure Vivo's image processing algorithms are at play here. I mean, just take a look at this screen recording. It's practically black, and look what this phone pulls out. That too, this is the ultra wide sensor, which is crazy. Again, my only complaint is that it's a touch too over sharpened. If iQOO could keep everything the same and just reduce the sharpening by 20%, it would be perfect for the price especially. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I won't stretch it too much. This was just a first impressions video. I have a ton of videos coming on the iQOO 13 covering software, cameras, special features and details in the upcoming weeks. So please consider subscribing and turning on notifications. With that said guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.